everybody, it is Dr. Lisa Ann Homick from Homick Advanced Chiropractic, and this is Brain Snob, episode number 79. I would call this one the toilet paper episode. Why? Well, if you are living in the United States of America, this is a prized possession right now, and it's a little bit aggravating. So here you go. It's Friday. Are you mad yet? That's my title of this episode. Why am I asking, are you mad yet? Well, because of the many restrictions put on our lives is quite disconcerting, and people have lost their jobs. They are barred from, is that the right word to use? They're barred from going to their jobs unless they are essential, and some people aren't even being paid. That's difficult, because now a lot of people are suffering when mainly there's a small percentage that we need to protect, and we need to make sure they don't get ill. However, the way it's been taken care of, things are going well. So are we doing the right thing? A little bit yes and a little bit no. And I'm a little bit angry because of the extreme changes we've had to deal with right now in a state of emergency. And, well, I take offense to some of it because, you know me, I kind of live on the periphery. I don't do a lot of things that I think are unhealthy, that most people really don't take a second glance at. And that's my whole purpose for being here, because you have to get health back into your lives. And without the knowledge of what is bad for you, what is causing you harm, what is increasing your stress levels, without that knowledge, your immune system is at risk. And the most disconcerting part about this is not the lack of this, because if you shop around enough and go to enough stores, you will hit the jackpot, and you don't have to worry. Even though we aren't sure, are the deliveries going to stop coming to our cities and towns? That's a problem, because there's no reason for it. If 1 out of every 2 people were ill, that would be a concern. But right now, it's a small percentage. This is what is most disconcerting to me, when people don't trust their own bodies. Now, there's a reason for that, because some people know they aren't taking good care of themselves, and they know why they are at risk. Now, I don't want to make you feel bad. I want to encourage you to do something new in order to change that. Don't feel bad, because there are things going against you naturally that we can overcome. And that is the Brain First Always protocol. I'm trying not to sound like a commercial right now, but what's good for the brain is good for the rest of the body. And if our brain isn't working right, and we aren't thinking very well, and we're not making good decisions because of stress on the brain, it's kind of hard to get into a new groove. And I understand that. So if you feel like everything you do is failing you, you're not getting the results you want, even though it looks like everybody else is getting the results when they do the same thing, understand everybody's different. Everybody's at a different state of health. Everybody's under a different stress level. And things that happened to you decades ago are still affecting you today. They're still programmed in your brain. We've got to understand our past is important to help us change our future. Not in a negative way, not to dwell on things, but to understand how the brain programs itself by your past exposures. So a lot of people aren't sure of their whole immune system. They're distrustful that they can handle an infection. And with all of the information in the news, yeah, you're gonna you're going to feel like you are not smart enough to make a decision. You are going to feel like you are like that much. All this talk on the news. So I went to the UPS store today. I couldn't enter the building until somebody checked my temperature and asked me a bunch of questions. This is new to me, so I call this the Friday surprise, because last Friday everybody was running through the stores looking for toilet paper, and we were wondering, should we stock up on food because we don't know when the truck delivery is going to come. But today you couldn't enter the building. Now, that's not everywhere, but there's doctor's offices in the same building, so they wanted to grab everybody at the elevators. So there they were, asking you questions about coughing, feeling bad, traveling the country, and taking your temperature. I was a little miffed by that. That's me. That's my personality. That bothers me. I don't mind helping out other people who need help. But I don't like the thought that I am not smart enough, one, to know how to take care of my body, two, to not go out when I'm sick, and I passed with flying colors. My temperature was perfect. So, but that bothers me. Is this a health topic or not? But we have freedom in this country up to a point, unless there's a state of emergency, and that's the part that troubles me, because now people are going to second guess themselves. They don't trust their own decision making. They don't trust their own instincts. I want to help you to feel more confident. I want you to have certainty that you know your health is actually good, and that you don't have to worry about every little germ, pathogen, bacteria, spirochete that's passed around us. Because look at Lyme disease. I have full confidence and can tell you, you probably have Lyme, the spirochete, whatever type it is. You've got some hidden in your tissues right now. And if it wasn't for your immune system, you wouldn't. You don't know, because your immune system is doing its job and taking care of it. What about all the other viruses that are dormant in your body that I mentioned a few videos ago about these viruses, the Epstein-Barr and the herpes? They're there. They're there. I understand this current one is a little bit more destructive, and we're trying to understand its activity. But if you understand how the immune system works, you have got the power. Some tiny little biological agent is going to take over our lives? I don't think so. I don't think so. But the government is trying to handle the worst of the worst of the worst, and all of us were thrown in at the same time trying to deal with it. And that's what governments like to do. And you are not at the mercy of a germ, a virus, a bacteria. You aren't. There's something invading your body all the time. But your best defense is a good offense. And let me name a few things that can handle viruses pretty quickly. Your stomach acid. Yes, when things come in through this oral route, your stomach acid does the job of neutralizing these little buggers. And then there's your body's natural formation of interferon. Your body makes it. I hope, if you are taking good care of your immune system so it's not distracted by some other stress, so it forgets to take care of you. And then your lymphocytes, they go into action as well. If they are not being blocked by excessive stress that has shut the whole thing down, when you have vagus failure, parasympathetic nervous failure. So I know you've watched the other videos where I talk about the fight or flight response, the sympathetic response, and a virus is considered an acute stress. It should take care of it like that. However, when we have chronic stresses in competition, when those chronic stresses are going on, an acute stress should be very short-lived, a few days, minutes, depending on the type of stressor. But the chronic stress in our life is days, months, years. And That is not fair to our bodies. You are doing a disservice to your immune system. Don't do that, please. So today, not tomorrow, TNT, that's my new mantra right now. Today, not tomorrow. I want you to start learning how to fix your immune system so you have that confidence, so you have that certainty. So when the next bug comes around, you will know you are doing the things that help you. So when I talk about the BFA protocol, I cover the different types of stresses that bring your body down, and we do the opposite. We build your body back up. Because you're not going to stay home the rest of your life, and we are going to venture back out into the world, and we are going to work. We're going to do what we're meant to do, be active participants in society. And it bothers me right now that people think they have to stop. So we'll see how this goes in the next few weeks. I don't believe the panic is serving us very well, because that's more stress added to the nervous system, affecting the immune system. But I want you to put on your calendar TNT, today, not tomorrow, and ask me about the BFA protocol and get your healing map for that journey. You always need a map on your journey. And the BFA coaching is available as well. You already have the tools. Yes, you've got them. You have them. I will teach you how to be proficient with using those tools. So today is Friday. You can be mad. Channel that anger in a positive way, because anger can spur on new things and new opportunities. And I want you to be a positive ripple effect in your community. We need you. Thanks for watching, and look for the next video.